The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. They clean up nicely. It's the Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. Yeah, they clean up nicely. Yeah.
What up? It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Daft Punk's in the building.
How you feel?
I feel fucking awesome. About to go hit up the old dentist and just milk this insurance while I got it still from the old ball and chain. That's no longer a ball and chain.
Got to get healthy. You got to get the insurance. It's important part of life. Things can be expensive. So
yeah, we need that DJ insurance to pop up because otherwise I'm gonna be coming out of pocket here. But it's all right. Let's not talk about that. That was
basically if you got a good insurance agent, hit Drew up because he's gonna be in the market here soon.
If you're selling over the counter insurance, hit me up because I'm soon in the market. Falling apart out here, and I need to make sure that I can keep every ear and limb available.
It's hard out here in these streets for these old men DJs. Well, we're gonna do a little top 5 picks today. We got another solo episode for you guys, an interesting one. Drew was just here in Cincinnati. We had a fun weekend together. I recently just rebranded with a new logo. So we're going to talk all those things. What do you want to get started with first here?
Talk about the weekend. Flying out for gigs is just a fucking whirlwind. So basically I left a gig, came in, did a gig, woke up. We got some promo pics that are coming out soon, and then did another gig and went straight to the airport. So it was a weekend full of lots of gigs and lots of flying. And, turns out, like I said, with this insurance thing, as you get older, I might not be able to do that as much as I thought I used to be able to do that. Not that I'm planning on stopping, but, I ain't going to lie to you. By the end of that last Sunday night, I was fucking wrecked.
It's tough. It's tough to travel and play and keep things all together. It is, it's a job, and it's not as glamorous as people make it out to seem.
That is the thing. I saw something like that on Reddit where they're like, you want to see what it's like being a traveling artist, and then it just showed them in a train or in a gas station bathroom, or all of the non-glamorous stuff, which I think that'll be our next vlog when I have to travel, which I'm going out at the end of the month. I'll try and capture all the non-glamorous edit. We'll do the non-glamorous edit.
The no Fergie edit.
The no Fergie edit.
I'll be in Seattle next week, so I'm hoping to get a Seattle vlog for you guys, all you listeners. And then on top of that, in January, I did pull the trigger. I am going to be out by Drew for the NAMM show. Going to be out there the whole weekend, so we're looking forward to that. That'll be a fun little weekend. And I don't know about
Seattle. Your Seattle vlog is going to be the no Macklemore,
no Mac,
the no grunge.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it to like an eerie song, like the Batman Nirvana. You know what I mean? It'll just be like all slow and weird, the whole vlog, and like sad and rainy. Yeah. I think it'll be good. It'll be like a complete 180 from our other vlogs. I'll be like, why is he so sad?
So, ton of trips coming up. Fuse in Seattle. We have NAMM. So if you guys are coming out for NAMM, please hit us up and tell us where all the hip kid parties are. We're probably going to be doing something as well. So let us know about NAMM, and then also MEX. Mark those calendars because MEX is going to be chain gang. We got the DMS party, and we also got a little surprise announcement coming up for that as well. So
yeah,
mark your calendars for that.
Vegas for MEX. That is, I'm going to be. I already booked my flight for Vegas as well. I'm going to be out there Sunday the 16th through Wednesday the 19th. I leave late at night on the 19th. So if you're wondering what those dates were, real quick, that's the dates of Mex. And NAM is let me get these NAM dates too. So while you're listening, you just know that your boy Drew Infused here got you. I'm gonna be out by Drew the 22nd. That's a Wednesday through the weekend. I'm leaving on the 27th, which is a Monday. So NAM is that weekend out there in Anaheim. Fun times. I'm hoping for some new gear. What about you?
Pioneer dropped a ton of new shit. They were all like controllers and whatnots. I would love some new gear. I'm just a Pioneer fanboy at this point. So, make it work, make it dope. And otherwise, I'm probably not too interested. I could use some updated phase. I've been using my phase a lot these days. So, could use some updated phase.
It's not just a phase.
It's never just a phase. Still an old punk, an old crusty punk.
It's not just a phase. Speaking of not just a phase, this has nothing to do with that, but we do have an updated website. We have a new RSS feed for the YouTube videos on there. If you go to episodes and you're looking for everything in one place, you can find it there. Also, we have a new merch store. We weren't really happy with the way things kind of turned out with the old store we were using. We do appreciate everybody that bought t-shirts from us and all that. Good news, the t-shirts are going to be cheaper and better quality. So we have a new store. It is live now. If you're on our social medias, you can find the link in the bio. You can find it on our website. You can just click the store. There are some new shirt designs on there. So if you're wanting a new Drew Infused shirt, we've got a new logo shirt. We've got a new Drew Pierce player shirt that we launched. It's pretty player. And
Playboy.
I think you might want it. Yeah, I think you might want it. It's player. It's player as player can be.
It's an old running joke, but it's a classic.
It is a classic. Drew, well, and also I should add that our boy Chris from Twin Spires Photography here in Cincinnati took some new photos of us this past weekend. We're looking forward to getting those in. We're going to be using those, updating the websites and all that. Chris always does a good job. Super fun. Gets us.
I just think hiring a professional photographer, period. I'll just go on a little baby tangent here. Is we're professional DJs, right? And a lot of times you hear somebody else's price and you go, "Oh, you want to charge me that, huh?" Because it's tough to get, but we're also the ones trying to charge high premium prices as well. So it's the golden rule, do to others as others will do to you, or I don't know. I didn't go
something
to church
like
too
that.
long, but
just don't ask Diddy to don't ask Diddy that one. You might end up with some weird stuff happening.
But you do want to hire a pro that's going to understand you. And this Chris always just gets our vibe, and we just get out there and nail it really quick. So I don't mind spending the cheese when it's going to be high quality and somebody actually understands, like us as DJs. You're always pitching, but I'm the best because I get it, and you're preaching all this stuff. So practice what you preach. Hire somebody real. Get some real fucking dope pictures.
So those will be new. Those will be fun. We played together Friday night at Fishbowl. There was a Billie Eilish concert at the Banks, and turns out Billie Eilish has a lot of young fans that can't even come into the bar. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. So there's that.
And the other problem with most of the Billie Eilish's fans is they don't even come dress code approved. They're all wearing baggy pants, and
they like songs that whisper.
All their songs are just like whispering to each other. So they just go sit they go sit in the corner unapproved. With their unapproved baggy pants and their unapproved attire. Can't even get into the bar. Too young and not dress code approved. So yeah, you're useless, Billie's eyelashes.
It's not that we hate Billie Eilish. It's just that she
whispers all of her songs, and she might as well not be on it.
Whispers.
Are you playing
Friday was
Birds
fun.
of a Feather? Do you play Birds of a Feather?
I have not played Birds of a Feather. Have you?
I have not. I do get requests for it. I just saw there was a Cosmic Dawn remix on DMS that I saw just right now. It was like trending, and we just brought that guy up a little while ago, and
Yeah,
he was
I love this stuff.
yeah.
He
So
must have listened.
he like took her vocal and like boosted it up, so maybe we could hear it a little bit better. It sounded like I could actually hear what was going on.
I love it. I love it. The one song that I think might be big that I think it just came out this past week. It's like Gracie Abe. Let me see. Hold on. I did a little edit. Gracie Abrams. That's so true. New. It sounds kind of like early Taylor Swift. I could see that song kind of blowing up. And if it does blow up, you heard it here first. And if it doesn't, you heard it on somebody else or somebody else's podcast.
You know, I took "Duh" off the laptop. I wonder if that one would work. I know you played it, but you played like a remix.
Yeah, I just played it. There was a few Billy's eyelashes in the bar, and I just wanted to appease them. But for the most part, I even feel like the girls that were in there from Billie Eyelash, they know like her songs aren't like bar songs,
right?
You know,
that one was big when it came out, though. I don't know.
Right.
I just totally I just couldn't stand that. You couldn't hear. It took forever to come in. I'm gonna put that one on the notes list.
And then
things to look for.
Saturday, I played at the casino here in Cincy. It's the first time I played the casino in years. I used to play there all the time. I was there every Friday, every other Sunday. It's rebranded twice since then. Actually, no, that's not true. It's rebranded once, and then now it's the Hard Rock. I haven't played there since it's became the Hard Rock. It's definitely a little nicer on the inside. I played a 3-hour set at their center bar, in which they want all up tempo, which is very challenging in the Midwest because most people don't give a fuck about EDM or house music. Also, the people that are hanging out in there are mostly older, so it really doesn't work at all. And I feel like I did a pretty good job. I'm not 100% happy with my set, but it's close. So I put the whole set out. The whole 3-hour set is on my Mixcloud page if you want to hear that. I think that it's close, and what I mean is I was able to play very up tempo, but like a lot of good modern remixes of older songs too that kept the older people interested and all that. And I think if you listen to it, you'll see what I mean. But it's challenging to do that set. You really kind of have to be dialed in to do it. I feel like I would say I'm 80% happy with the way it came out. For 3 hours of that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, there are remixes of it, and once I got thrown into the same pot of keeping it all up tempo, you do start finding like, oh yeah, this is a good version, or there's this, and you can go a little bit more, but it is still difficult. You know what they want, but you're like, this is what the job is. I had a great argument with this girl this weekend. Same thing. We do all house on my Sundays, and this girl came up and she's like, I want hip hop. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm playing some mashups. I'm definitely open to the request, but this is what we do today. And she just would not let it go. And, she's a good looking girl. So I'm guessing she's used to getting what she wants. And finally, I was just like, what the fuck do you do for a living? And she said, I work at this Mexican food restaurant. It's a high-end Mexican food restaurant. I said, well, when the customer complains that they want sushi, do you go run next door and go grab sushi for them? And she goes, thank you so much. I will be on my way. She left me alone.
Jeez, you told her no.
Well, I told her no for 10 fucking minutes, dude. I don't know how much more I can say. Why are we still fucking arguing about this? I don't go bug you at your job.
It's the only job. DJing is probably the only job that people actually think they can tell you what to do and know what works, and it doesn't. Yeah, I don't take my car to get serviced, and I'm like, yeah, I think it needs a new transmission. Definitely does. Definitely. Yep. It definitely needs it.
I don't even mind requests. Actually, there was a TikTok that I might start using this one. There was a guy who does the airport piano. He goes up to the airport piano and just starts playing. And he records all these videos of the girls coming up to him, either going to ask for a request or start singing along with them. And he just looks at him and goes, I'm sorry, I have a girlfriend. And then he just stands up and walks away.
That's amazing. That is so good.
I was dying. I'm like, oh, I gotta start using that. I'm sorry. I'm already with somebody. Just get away and go away.
I went down the rabbit hole of the one you showed me of the guy with the Stanley Cup, and he's like, babe, I'm thinking this driveway that's concrete, we completely redo it pavers. Babe. So funny. And he's got the Stanley the whole
He's got
time.
the Stanley Cup. It's so good. And he'll get the fanny pack and he puts it around like a person.
The crossbody. It's not a fanny pack anymore. It's a crossbody. Hello. In case you guys didn't know, it's not a fanny pack.
It's been updated, huh?
Yeah, it's a crossbody.
Oh my god,
it's a crossbody, and TSA makes you take them off. Now it's counted as an item.
Oh man, that's wild.
Mm-hmm. So for all you crossbodyers, make sure you put it in your. Make sure you put it in your other carry-on before you get on the plane, else they'll yell at you.
All your satchel people. Speaking of annoying people and requests, the other thing I got just bombarded with was requests this weekend, and that was Karol G has to be the new Bad Bunny. She has a new song out, plus 57, and I could not have gotten more requests for fucking Karol G this weekend, or it's been for a while, but that there's a new single, so yeah. Beware, new Bad Bunny out, Karol G, Brazil.
Not that anybody listening to this is ever going to make requests, because that's not the people we're listening to. But maybe we could clip this part right here and clip. If you're somebody who's coming up to a DJ and you're making a request, just be nice. It's really not that hard. Just be nice. And if we nod and go yes or no, just know that there's probably a reason for the no, other than like us just being dicks and not wanting to play the song. Like, there's a lot of different reasons. The venue doesn't want something. Maybe it was already played right before there. There's lots of reasons. And I think just being a nice person goes a long way. Don't stand there and stare until your song's played. That's not going to work. In fact, it makes me not want to play it. Don't be rude. That definitely doesn't work. If you really want to up the ante on helping it be played, you could be like, hey, can I get you anything? Do you want a drink? Chances are I'm going to say no, but thank you. And
I don't even take money.
Yeah, me neither.
Get out the money. I'm like, keep your money. I don't want your money. If it's good, I'll play it. If not, there's 100% reason why I can't play it.
Yeah. So, okay, end clip. There we go. That one's for the social media for all you guys that are listening. So when you see it on social media, like it, share it. Do us all a favor as DJs.
Do us some favors. So Karol G, new Bad Bunny. The other request I got was a perfect Exceeder from Mason. Guetta just redid this and it's trending again. And I've been getting a lot of requests for it. So all you DJs out there listening, get them remixes and the edits out. Those are two popping and locking.
Pop, lock, and drop. Speaking of pop, lock, and dropping, we got top 5 picks for you today.
Well, let's shout out our sponsor here, DMS.
Oh, we can do that. We could shout out our sponsor. That is it. Our sponsor is DMS. You can use promo code DrewInfuse. It'll get you 30% off your first month of activation. If you're listening to this podcast, we've been doing it for like 3 years now, which is crazy. But we've also talked about DMS for like 3 straight years. And if you're not on it, you probably should be at this point, because I'm not just saying this because I work for them. It was the only record pool I used before I worked for them. I still believe that if you're going to carry a record pool, that you should carry ours. I think it is one of the best products in the record pool game. And we have tons of dope exclusive editors. I think you should check it out.
Again, we also believe in all kinds of record pools, hence some of our picks here as well. But yeah, we're big DMS guys, and everyone should have at least 3 or 4 record pools,
at
even
minimum
Patreons.
3. Yeah.
Even like a Patreon. Like you can have one of the Patreons give you a Patreon. So here we go. Partnership. There it is. My first pick is going to be, this one's going to sound just interesting, but it was actually a banger. It works. New Megan Thee Stallion, Mamushi, or is it Mamushi?
Mamushi. Mamushi.
And right, this is a Sefu wordplay remix, and it goes into All Star. Now that sounds like it's going to be a terrible wordplay mashup, but it's not. It's a full blown remix, and it just has little cues from the Smash Mouth part that goes in, and then brings it back and goes forward, and it's more of a remix to me. But yeah, it was unique that I think it would definitely catch some ears and not just be like a word play or any of that. Just it's like a remix that's something different.
Mamushi, All Star, Sefu, Wordplay Remix on DMS. My first pick is Queen, Fat Bottom Girls, the MOONLGHT remix. I personal edit. If it's not up when this airs, it will be up this week. The MOONLGHT is been crushing these like classic rock remixes along with a couple other guys. Really, really liked this one. Fat Bottom Girls is a song that everybody wants to sing the part, but the rest they don't care about. So I cut out the part that they don't care about and made it a little more playable in the open format world.
Did you play this at the casino?
I actually think that's one I actually forgot to play because I think I made the edit and then didn't actually load it into Serato like a dum-dum. So
and we're all guilty of prepping for a gig where you're like, here's 50 new tracks, and then you like barely work in one or two.
yeah, for sure.
Stress myself out about a gig that I only play one or two new edits.
But if you listen to that live mix, I do work in a lot of other MOONLGHT edits, and other edits like that are like the classic rock ones that are just makes it sound more relevant. And I think people, we've talked about this before, where it's like you want it to sound more cohesive, like the whole thing is like meant to be like intended to sound together. And like sometimes without those current edits, it really like if you're playing in that way, it doesn't come off that way, So
amen. This is a track that I've mentioned multiple times here on the show, but the Chainsmokers did a remix of it, and I think this just kills this version. It's the Dare Girls. All my gigs, all the girls are, they want to sing about the cocaine and the other drugs, and they fucking scream this shit. And the Chainsmokers just made it sound, just more of a house track. It makes it sound a lot faster and less just kind of bob your head. Yeah, I played it this weekend. It killed. Great one.
That remix is awesome. They also put out a really dope remix of the Benson Boone Beautiful Things. I don't know where I would play it because I don't play it at a club like XS like they do, but it's a pretty dope remix. I wish I could play it. That drop is nasty.
So it's actually interesting. I'm sorry to digress, but the Chainsmokers are going back to the edit game because none of their original shit worked for how long now? They were actually becoming like artists for long, and then now when in doubt, reboot. Right, so they're just rebooting, getting back to the basics, and then I'm guessing once they find what's really like hitting with the kids these days, they'll get back to it. So interesting.
You start out with something and you're like, oh God, I'm so over that. Let's do this thing. And then you're like, oh, that was cool to actually do it, but let's get back to what actually like works for us, and I think it could be some of that going on for sure.
Well, DJs are comics in a sense that, if they're prepping for a big show, they're going to go and grind their teeth and, pick up some stand-up gigs where they can just go and work some shows out. So, these are all obvious bangers. They're just putting them in their taste, but they're getting their name back is what I'm saying. Is they're getting their name back with DJs. It's like, oh shit, like why am I not playing Chainsmokers? They have a bunch of stuff. So
I'm a fan. I like the Chainsmokers. I've seen them play in Vegas. It was fun.
Yeah,
I chain smoked.
All right, next one.
Okay, this one is not on DMS, but Bonax sent a little bootleg pack. All of them had the label that we can't talk about in them, so I couldn't post it. Shout out Jay. Really always end up liking at least one of his edits that he sends, like really a lot. And this one is one that I think fills a good void with this song. It's the Chappell Roan Pink Pony Club, which has still been going off. I actually, made that Sky Full of Stars edit, and it's a little more heavy. Jay did this edit that's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. and it's a little more like vibey edit, I would say. It still has enough energy to like go too, but if I'm wanting to play a little more vibey, this is the one I would play, and I think it's really, really good and really fun. So the Jane Bonax bootleg of Pink Pony Club, and it's got the girls just want to have fun.
Send me that.
I will send.
I'm sure if you blow him up on his Instagram, he's gonna love that. Just ask him to send that over to you.
Tell
and
him
he'll be hyped.
Drew and Fuse sent you.
Yeah, he'll be hyped. He'll be hyped. My next one is a brand new of new news. Well, maybe it's a week old, but I guess that's already retired by this point. It's already retired at this point. There I am.
You froze. You got brand new news.
I'm back. Yeah, brand new. It's a new Snoop Dogg with Dr. Dre, and is it Jhene Aiko? Jhene Aiko? I don't know. I'm gonna butcher that.
Jhene
Aiko.
Aiko.
And it's gorgeous. You know, Snoop and Dre are coming out with a new album. I heard it's called Missionary, or at least maybe that's the working title that I heard Snoop say it was, instead of Doggy Style. He's old now, so he's just Missionary. But yeah, new Snoop. You know, we don't always hit all the hip hop stuff, but I think it's classic Snoop with Dre. It's definitely going to get a lot of plays and listens.
Good pick. My next pick, Audio One put up an edit of this Jet Boot Jack remix of Barry White. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. Another perfect example of like a little more current remix of an older sounding song. I wish I had this one for my set this past weekend. I would have definitely played it. Definitely like that one. Once again, that's Barry White, Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe, the Jet Boot Jack remix, Audio One edit on DMS.
Here's a refresh, kind of in the vein, I guess, of Guetta and Tiesto and all these other people. Just going the obvious route. We got Rehab with Mufasa, Hypeman, and RANI. I guess they need 8 people to redo this song. But it's Shooting Stars, the classic indie track from Bag Raiders. And it's called Believe Shooting Stars with Rehab, just an updated version. All new lyrics, though. And, with the familiarity of the beat, it's definitely going to get plays. So throw that one out there.
My next pick is what Simo edited. It is Nelly Furtado, Say It Right. Did a Soffer remix on DMS. Don't know. We've mentioned Soffer a few times. All of his remixes are always solid.
Yeah, that's a funny one because that song was like her 3rd or 4th single off that track, off her classic album, and it flopped. At least compared to her other ones, but now it's making a comeback. Like it's probably the biggest one on TikTok, and so it's just interesting where that song is, how it's gone. So there it is, great remix. I play it all the time. Here we're going with another Nelly's Fertado. It's Timbaland, Nelly Furtado versus Prince. Give It To Me, and this is the Victor Menigo 80s flip. I like this one way too much. It's fucking dope. And you can always use a good little 80s mashup with some current to throw into the kids.
I love it. Yeah. Prince. I love Prince.
That's over on Bar Bangers, just so we know. Yeah. So you know, yeah.
Bar Bangers. I love Prince. Love Victor's edits. It's a good one. My last pick, bringing it back to our man Pete Down. I think we've mentioned him on every single one of these. The last time we've done it. He nailed another one. It's Faith Evans, Love Like This, the Pete Down 2024 remix. It's on DMS. It's a great refresher of that track. Just go download it and play it and do yourself a favor.
Yeah, that's a great one. He bumped it up to 115. So it's in a totally different pocket now, which is awesome because otherwise it was like, 90s R&B, which is great. But, this is where you could play it in all different places. I have one other remix I want to mention of that I play every week. So it's Faith Evans, Love Like This, Les, L-E-S, Biswis, B-I-S-O-U-S, Biswis remix. And it's, that disco DeSoffery vibe. I actually did an edit where I took out the drops, but you can still play it with the drops. Pete Down, his version sounds similar This one just has a little bit more of the disco vibe to it with the drop. So just another one to check out.
There you have it. All right. There's our picks for the week. This next one is for all of our producer, remixer friends out there. And I was searching on the interwebs for this one, and we talked about it a little bit this weekend, but it's the number 2 trending song on TikTok right now. And it is the Yeah Yeah Yeahs Maps. And there's not much out there with it. So
Right.
again, I don't think it's like banger status, but I think a really good remix, edit, bootleg, really good, could like make it playable early in the night and like be fun. So
I agree. Again, our friend Victor Menego just made a little edits of the original. I've been playing that at my emo gig, and the kids are very familiar with it. They are loving it. So let's get a dope remix. Get to work, remixers, on a Maps remix, and maybe we could replace it with the A-Track Never Ending Heads Will Roll. Yeah.
Heads will roll if you make a really good Maps remix. How about that?
Something for the club. Do it for the club.
Heads will roll. Heads will roll on the flow.
On the flow.
Man, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Was there anything else you wanted to mention before we sign off? You weren't going to give a little hints of somewhere we might be in the Midwest later in the year?
A little hints of some place we might be in the Midwest. Yeah, I know. Nothing. I got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently there's something going on out there that we're going to fly into, that we're going to crash land. We're going to crash land into.
That's cool. But Vegas, February 16th through 19th, new website. Well, not really new, but just updated with the merch store. So if you want a new Drew Infused t-shirt, which, I mean, why wouldn't you really? Why wouldn't you want that? Under $25 for those tees. I mean, they're nice, soft tees. I wear those tees. I feel like a salesman here right now. I don't like it.
I wear them. I wear them a lot. I love them. Get on it.
They're great. Buy one for your wife. Buy one for your girlfriend. She won't know what it is. That's why it's great.
We need, what we need to do? Let's put this on the next list, Christmas list, DJ Christmas list. Yeah. So if you made it this far, one, put let's see, put a Doritos, a little Doritos emoji in the chat, and let us know that you made it all the way to the end, and leave us with one of your favorite Amazon or Home Depot or whatever Christmas gifts, and we're gonna start that list coming.
You know what I think another great t-shirt would be? Just Mark McGrath's face, and it just says, "I don't even like Drew Infuse." I think that could be a great t-shirt. We had another challenge too that we talked about, and I don't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
Oh, it's we're just gonna name a song, and then we want to see you play in it. The song of the week.
What was the song? What was
song
the
of the week?
It was something. Oh, it was Tarzan Boy.
Oh, Tarzan Boy.
If you play Tarzan Boy in your sets, which we did Friday because we were talking about Maroon 5, This Love, and whoa, and Drew was like, you know what would have been cooler if you played that song and played Tarzan Boy out of it and came into the oh. So Tarzan Boy is the new challenge. If you work Tarzan Boy into your sets at your events, your weddings, your bar, one, people probably hate you, but two, if you do, we want to see it. So tag us.
Is there a hook only edit on DMS?
No, but we can make sure there's a hook only edit of Tarzan Boy for you guys.
I have one
if you need it. Yeah,
I have one. Should I put it in the Facebook group? Will it let us?
You should be able to at least put a little Dropbox link. So there's the new Drew Infuse Show challenge. We still get tagged with conga line challenges, which are always great. But Tarzan Boy should definitely be the newest challenge, working Tarzan Boy into your sets. And maybe it's just Drew and I's face on a little Tarzan Boy swinging through the vine. That should be actually the next t-shirt. So if we have any graphic design friends or AI friends, that want to make that for us, we'll definitely take it.
I am going to put it in the Facebook group. I have an edit with the cartoon on it. So this is a video edit. You can still play it. You can rip it into an MP3 if you don't want the video, but I'm throwing it in the Facebook group. So go grab it.
Tarzan Boy Challenge. I like it. I like
That's
it.
the new
I
one.
think it's so random too. It's so fun. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.